Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creates Team Career with Ferrari Season 5, Round 9. Tonight we are heading to the circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. Alright, we are 7 days away from the Grand Prix. Let's have a little look, shall we, at the state of our car right now in terms of new parts. You can see we have the new suspension fitted to both cars. The new front wing is done and should be fitted. Yes, it is. We also have rear wings fitted. Side pods are at risk, but we are building new side pods. We've got a new set of chassis coming, I think. And we also have a new underfloor on the way as well. There you can see the underfloor itself is 21 days away from being ready to go into production. We have another couple of chassis being built, and we have the brand new side pods being built as well. We've only got two of those being built right now and two of the new chassis being built. We don't have enough money to increase those just yet, but we will do soon. At least we'll be able to get them up and running. Might just be able to get one on the car for Canada, but I think I might hold back and wait until we go to Barcelona. Let's see. The weather forecast is in. We are going to have a wet race. Interesting. See how we do in the wet. See, Oscar currently holds the lap record. We set that last season, a 111.5. It's unlikely we're going to be beating that if there's rain today, but you never know. Let's take a quick look. Actually, we'll do this on the day of the Grand Prix. We'll take a look at where our car sits in relation to some of the others on the grid. How you doing, Dino? How you doing, Army? Good to see you guys. Hello to everyone else lurking in the chat. Let's advance time, shall we? Oh, something in the inbox. Don't be a fire. Oh, it's about the simulator. Okay, so it did have issues. It's going to take $192,000 to refurb it, but it won't be shut down for a further extended period of time, and it won't cost us an arm and a leg. We can actually afford that without going into debt. So that's good. We should get a little bit of cash from our tour center. There we go. About $95,000, I think. Arvid Lindblad has gone up by a point overall. Excellent stuff. There we go. So, current championship standings. Leclerc has taken the lead in the driver's standings by 6 points from Oscar. And Antonelli is in third place, but there were problems for both Oscar and Kimi, so they could well be on brand new powertrains tonight. We could well see the start of a Cadillac fight back, and they could be really going after Charles quite hard today. Charles is also close to switching over to a new engine, so he yet may have an increase in power tonight as well. We'll have to see how that shakes out. Let's take a look at the strategy targets. It says it's going to be warm. There's also a high chance of rain. What is our weather situation like in our facilities? It is level 2. That's not too bad. We still need to get that factory sorted, but we have got some money coming. It's just a question of whether I do that before I sign Gabriele Mini or not. That's the toss-up at the moment. Fixing the factory or signing Mini. Not sure yet. How you doing, Wayne? Good to see you. All right. Let's have a look at the grid, shall we? So, this is where our car sits in terms of rankings, now that we are prepped for race day. Speed is not great. 19th. We are not far off the average, though. As you can see, we're, 0.22 kilometers an hour off the average speed on the grid, which isn't too bad. Acceleration is better than the average. DRS is almost there. we're not that far away from the average values in the downforce as well. Dirty air tolerance is just, again, fractionally below the average. Tyre wear slightly down, engine cooling down a little bit more. But let's look at some of the specifics. So we know Red Bull had a really strong car for the last couple of rounds. Let's see how it looks now. It looks pretty strong, doesn't it? Third in speed, third in acceleration, fourth in DRS. Really good numbers in the cornering. Middle of the pack in terms of dirty air performance, but still strong. Excellent in terms of tyre saving as well. So they are very much looking like the team to beat at the moment. We're going to compare Red Bull to Cadillac, the defending Constructors' Champions. Cadillac's car is better than ours, but it is still not an amazing car. You see, they're very much middle of the pack in quite a lot of areas there. Low, medium, and high speed all pretty much slap bang in the middle. DRS is in the middle. Speed and acceleration slightly better than the average. Excellent cooling. Very good cooling. They've got quite a significant tyre wear advantage over Red Bull, which means they're going to have an even bigger advantage over us. Yeah, there you see the difference. But again, comparing our car to Cadillac, it's not massive gaps. You know, they're there or thereabouts with most of the values. Some a little bigger gaps than others. But this is why we've been able to perform quite well, because despite the rankings saying our car is not good, the gaps, the actual gaps, really aren't that bad. So, a good performance can make up the difference. We're going to set some targets for tonight's race. 15th is the target now for Fudo. And 18th for Show. Again, should easily beat those. We should be getting both cars in the points, I think. And let's see how we do at Canada.
Formula One has arrived here in Quebec, and we're excited to get underway. Let's hope it's not going to be Groundhog Day. The local rodents have disrupted more than one race day here in the past. The Canadian Grand Prix is ready to kick off, and the only drama on the tracks we want to see is the best drivers in the world battling it out for a place on that podium. In the last round, Max Verstappen flew to victory, the Dutchman proving that he can be absolutely unstoppable when he's in such fine form. Stay with us then for what should be an exciting weekend.
All right, not going to run the rookies tonight. We're going to just stick to our regular driver pairing. Oh, crap, I just dropped my controller. Ugh. Not so good there. We don't want to manage session yet. We've got some prep and stuff to do first. Let's start off by putting in practice parts. We're going to keep faith with the ERS still. Go. Let's see. Normally it's, I think, 21 laps from Montreal. We are back to running just single sessions. I'm going to run 25 laps in this session, I think. I want to maybe get a little bit longer running in the dry and less worried about the wet. And let's set up the car for Fudo as well. It's usually quite a low front wing. Somewhere in the range of 2.5 up to about 4.5. I'm going to go with a 3.5 to start. Rear wing can be a 12 or occasionally an 11.5. It's usually a 12, I think. So we'll go with that. We're going to push that all the way out to a 1.9. Again, this can vary from usually from like a 4.6 all the way over to a 1.9. But we're going to go with a 1.9 on this one. Camber's usually quite middle, quite central, and the toe's usually quite high. So we'll go with that. And then we'll try something a little different on the other car. So let's, again, go 25 laps. Did I do the pace settings? on Fudo's car. Yes, I did. Let's do the car parts. I am going to keep the new part, the one new part that we have in reserve. I'm not going to run it tonight. Go. And then for Canada, for car 2, what do I want to go with here? Let's go with a 4 on the front, I think. We'll go with a 12 on the rear again. We'll bring that in a little bit to a 2.8. I'll take that down a little bit, and I'll actually leave this kind of in the middle. Let's go to about there. That might be a little high on this particular setup, but we'll see. So you can see, well, you could briefly. Piastri has a damaged engine part, as does Pierre Gasly. So those guys are looking at replacements. Antonelli had, I think, a really bad gearbox, so that will have been changed. But Piastri's engine, I think, is only yellow. So if that goes orange in practice and or qualifying, then it will be changed out for the race.
Check, please.
Yeah, ready, check.
Loud and clear.
But if it gets changed out during qualifying, that might be a pit lane start. We saw Oscar starting from the pits in Monaco, and he fought his way through the field very well indeed, aided in a small part by the safety car that we got.
And try to maximize full throttle.
Copy.
And let's advance time a little bit. Behrman's back in the car again for McLaren, subbing in for Teo Pourchaire. Who else? Anyone else? Kasper Stuka is in again for Carlos Sainz. Now, he did that in Monaco and destroyed the car, so I don't think Sainz will be pleased if he does that again. BEG, who is that? Oh, Dino Beganovic. He is in for Haas. He's sitting in for Perez. O'Sullivan is in for Aston, sitting in for Alex Albon. That is it for the rookies today. Oh, not the best of starts. 75%. Okay, bit of work needed. What about Joe? 79%, so a bit of work needed there as well.
Everything felt okay.
Copy, Joe.
We're at 33% plus the setup as well. Setup is going to be worth, I think, about 38%, 37, 38%. So we're looking at about 70% prep so far. All right, they're back in the garage. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Way off here. All right, let's let's go all the way to a 4.6 then. We'll drop that down. Bring that down. I'll leave that there. Let's bring that down a bit. Maybe bring that down a touch. Push that back up to a 3. No, don't. Really want to go too much more on that. Go like that. Push that like that. Let's drop that down to about there. Don't really want to mess with the wings too much. So we'll go with that. We'll see how that works. Let's take a look at Joe. How you doing, Adrian? Again, we've gone the wrong way here, but, well, it could be either way. It could be a 3.7. It could be a 1.9. I'm going to go with a 1.9. I'm going to drop that down a bit. Push that back up. A touch. I'm going to push that up. Let's take a look at that. See how that works. We'll find out in the next session. We're not running again in this one. So we have a little bit of official news. Cadillac has formally been approved now for entry in next season of Formula One. It had been, announced that they were going to be joining the grid next year, but it hadn't been formally, confirmed and approved. That has now happened today. So they will be definitely on the grid next season. We know they're going to be using Ferrari engines, at least to start with. And we are 1 week away from the start of the new F1 season. And this is promising to be one of the closest seasons we've seen in a very long time in terms of the car performance, with Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, and potentially Mercedes all could be right up there. I think Red Bull are going to struggle in the first part of the season, and I think once we get past Spain, when the flexi wings are outlawed, we may see Red Bull suddenly start to come good. I think they've done more prep for that than they have trying to maximize the flexi wing stuff, which is only going to be available for the first third of the season. We shall have to see if I'm right on that one, but that's my feeling on that. If we take a quick look at the cars, we can see Gasly's part went orange, so Gasly will have a new engine fitted in the next session. I don't think Piastri's has gone quite over there yet. No, it hasn't. It's got a new gearbox in. Antonelli, you can see, also running a new gearbox, but again, no engine change yet. Let's take a look at Max. Max won in Monaco last night, just. His car's looking pretty good. Go back into data view for a second. There's Leclerc. Leclerc is running a brand new engine tonight. So actually, Leclerc could be blisteringly fast tonight. He hasn't changed out the gearbox yet. So if the gearbox starts playing up, that will hurt his acceleration around this track. But he's going to be at full power this weekend with that brand new engine. So maybe this isn't going to be the Cadillac fight back tonight. Maybe that'll come next week when we go. Where is the next round? Is it Austria next? No, it's Barcelona next, isn't it? So when we go to Barcelona, we might see a bit more of a fight back from Cadillac. Maybe they'll be soundly beaten tonight. Of course, the weather is a great equalizer, so it'll be interesting to see. We are at 37% prep plus setup. I'm going to go to 25 laps of fuel again. because I don't know how much consistent running we're going to get in the wet. What are my thoughts on Cadillac joining the grid? Yeah, I'm glad we're going to have an extra team. You know, I've wanted to see an extra team or two in Formula One for quite some time, just simply because the driver market over the last half a dozen years has been pretty static. We haven't seen that many new faces. Of course, we've now got an explosion of rookies coming in. We've got Bortoletto and Behrman and Hadjar and Lawson all starting full time this season. Obviously, we've seen a little bit of Lawson in the past, and we've seen a little bit of Behrman. But it's just been the old guard have been there year in, year out. There's been a real lack of opportunity for very talented drivers. Piastri is the most recent example of someone who has been able to break through the glass ceiling, but Théo Pourchaire has been completely ignored. You know, he's now, I think, racing in Le Mans, class in the Le Mans class of racing. It's not WEC. It's the European. I think it's Elms European Le Mans series is where he's going to be racing this year. And he's had to, bounce around all over the place. He was in IndyCar for a little while before he was unceremoniously dropped by McLaren and replaced with another young rookie. Yeah, not enough drivers get that fair opportunity. It's nice that we're going to see 4 new drivers coming through this season. Well, actually, no, it's 5, isn't it? Because I forgot about Jack Doohan. And then, of course, we've got Colapinto lurking in the wings, waiting to replace Doohan at the earliest opportunity. So we're finally going to start to see a lot of new young drivers coming in. We still don't have a confirmed lineup yet for Cadillac. We know that they're joining, but we don't know who their drivers are going to be yet. We probably won't know for a little while, as we have made progress with Fuji's car, but not with Zhou's. We've actually gone slightly backwards there. We may well see some of the old guard returning with Cadillac. Perez is a good shout. Bottas is a good shout. Maybe Zhou. Zhou's an outside bet. Given that Cadillac are going to be running Ferrari engines, Zhou is going to be the Ferrari reserve driver this season. Not out of the realm of possibility that he might get one of the seats at Cadillac. Vettel could return and join Audi. No, I don't think so. Audi have already got their lineup confirmed. Technically it's Sauber, but I don't think, having spent the 10 plus million to buy out Bortoletto's contract from McLaren, I can't see them dropping him unless he has an absolute shocker of a season. And even then, it's going to be hard to judge him really, given how bad the Sauber is likely to be again this year. I mean, you can only really judge him against Hülkenberg, but again, he could replace Hulk. I don't think he will. I can't see that. Hulk's really re-established himself in the last couple of years.
Yeah, let go.
You can stop in front of the garage.
There's the lovely Chinese money as well. Well, yes, but let's not forget who is the president of the United States now. So there may well be some political pressure that would stop that from actually happening, given how anti-China Trump is. Let's not forget that Andretti's application was initially blocked until American Congress started to open up an investigation. So, yeah, who knows? We went the wrong way with this roll bar, so that's going to be a 3.7. The camber is close, but not where it needs to be. I need to bring the front wing down a little bit more. So that needs to come back to something like that, I think. And that could be very, very close indeed. You don't think Joe will return to F1? Well, like I said, I mean, he might pop in. It's not inconceivable. Actually, why did I send them back out? I didn't want to do that. Just call him back in. He's got a better chance of getting on back on the grid than someone like Mazepin. Be very surprised if we ever see Mazepin in Formula One again. So Piastri has now gone orange. So his engine is going to get replaced in time for third practice. And he has got a new gearbox, so we could well see Piastri very fast tonight. New engine and a new gearbox, and an ERS in excellent shape. Compare that to Charles Leclerc, who has an ERS that's still in decent shape, a gearbox that's looking a little bit iffy, and that new engine. Right, final practice, also in the dry. Keep forgetting it was just the Saturday that's the rain. We're going to run the mediums again. My driver prep level at 44%. We're going to run 20 laps in this session. That should be enough, I think, assuming that we get the setups right. Or at least almost right, if we don't get them bang on.
Ten seconds to the green.
Yeah, I can't see Vettel coming back to Formula One. I think we're more likely to see Mick Schumacher back in Formula One before we see Vettel back in Formula One. Right, 92%. It's a good improvement. It's not enough, but it's a good step in the right direction, because we were down at, 73% last time out. I think maybe instead of being a 3.7, we've actually got to push that all the way up to a 4.6 on the roll bar. Evening, Victor. We're at 97% with Fudo. That might well be just the front wing. That or the camber. the only way Vettel's coming back is in an official capacity, not as a driver. Yeah, I don't think he'll go back behind the wheel. He's very happy being a dad and a husband right now. Let's go with that. If that works. And yeah, I was right. Look, that is going to be a 4.6. So we need to pull that back to there to compensate for that, and then push that back to something like that. And I will actually send them out again just to confirm those setups. Once again, Yuki is looking fast. Let's take a look. Is Yuki running newer parts? Oh, look at that. He's got a brand new engine tonight. His gearbox is in excellent shape as well. We should see a new engine in Piastri's car now. There it is. Yeah, Piastri's going to be potentially very quick tonight. His car isn't as good as the Red Bull, but he is the highest rated driver at the moment, I think. And he is the reigning two-time world champion. That's going to count for something.
How's the tire, you think?
Tires are the cold side.
No, they're both one click of toe away. All right, that's fine. So that is there. That one is not so clear. I'm going to gamble with a 0.35. But both of them are now comfortably inside the 100% prep window. Even though it will drop that down to 50% at the end of the session because they won't have confirmed setups on the car. Let's take a look at Porsche's car as well. His engine has started to wear it down just a little bit. Gearbox is still fine. His ERS might cause a few issues in this race. He's been quick recently. Norris with a new engine tonight. Again, he's got the potential for some gearbox problems. Who else has been up there? We looked at Max, didn't we? His car's in decent shape. Gasly got that new engine in as well, so we can see Gasly looking very quick tonight. And there is the situation for Kimi. He needs to get his engine changed. I can see his engine playing up during the race and then getting changed out for the next one in Spain. And that is it. We are done with practice. So, let's get ready for quali.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
The circuit Gilles Villeneuve isn't a permanent track, so circuit evolution is high over the Grand Prix weekend. Overtaking is possible, but getting a well-timed lap in qualifying will help any driver.
Aston Martin's driver there, of course. How do you think they'll do today, Karun?
Well, their teammate is outperforming them a little right now, so they'll be looking to close that gap. They must be feeling the pressure, but they can't let it get to them.
So here we are. ready to resume.
Pick the worst time to eat a sausage roll. All right. Let's change the parts. There we go. Now let's send them out. Getting ready to start pushing the pace. We've got some cars coming out in front, so we might have a little bit of traffic to worry about. Hopefully we won't catch it in an awkward position. Not a lot of actual names on any of these corners. They're all kind of just numbered corners. This is obviously now famously the Wall of Champions, after everybody crashed out there in 97, I believe.
At the moment, all clear.
Or was it 96 that everybody started crashing out there? Turn 2 is a named corner, Virage Senna. Everything else is just kind of numbered until we get to what is officially called the hairpin. And then we go down Casino Straight before hitting the chicane at the Wall of Champions. And that's pretty much it. Oh, was it 99? Oh, no, yeah, it was 99, wasn't it? Because Villeneuve was running the first BAR. See Antonelli getting out the way for us. Won't be an issue for Joe. He'll be up to speed by the time we get anywhere close to him. So Fuji across the line. 109.7. Don't know how good that is yet. Looks like Joe might be going a little bit quicker, maybe. Yeah, just over a tenth quicker. 109.5.
We need a fast in lap.
Okay, Nagel is only 0.3 below us. I don't know if that's a really good lap from him or an indictment of our pace. Let's see what Antonelli does when he crosses the line. Norris has gone top, 109.4. So, maybe it's not too far off pace-wise. We're ahead of Gasly. Antonelli, with his damaged engine, still manages to go top. What's it damaged? It's not damaged, but it's very weak at 20-something%. This is the man we need to keep an eye on. And then we'll get an almost immediate response from Piastri. He's halfway around the lap at the moment on his warm-up. How quick is Charles going to be tonight with that brand new powertrain? Hasn't exactly set the timing screens alight yet. No purple sectors, but doesn't mean he won't go top here. And he does. Only just from Kimi. Wow. I did not expect it to be that tight. Oscar goes purple. This is going to be a provisional pole lap here by the look of it. Gets a nice little slipstream before that car moves out of the way. One of the Mercedes there. Carlos Sainz, I believe. And Oscar goes top by over a tenth. All right. Yeah, we're not looking too bad pace-wise. I'm surprised at Nagel's pace as well. We don't need to go again. We can stay in the garage for the rest of this session. Let me take a look at Nagel's car. It's just an okay car. Nothing amazingly new in that. But it is a Red Bull. There we go. Qualifying's over and Max is out. Wow. Verstappen did not get a clean and quick lap. So having won the last Grand Prix, he now will start this one from 18th place. Sainz has got a penalty, which will be added onto his qualifying. How you doing, Packins?
Okay, green light.
Speaking of Sainz, there he is. Oh, wow. Bunch of cars coming out. Sargent coming out right behind him. Gasly's out now as well. So is Yuki Tsunoda.
Focus on your out lap preparation. Copy.
course, we may not actually get a Canadian Grand Prix going forward. Trump gets his way, this will become the 4th American Grand Prix. I am joking, of course. I can't see that ever happening. All right, Antonelli is on track.
Tires okay.
But he's far enough ahead that he won't be an issue for us.
The car ahead is okay. More push when you're ready. More push.
All right, Joe is definitely the quicker of the two this time around. Somebody behind us went quicker in the middle sector. Probably Sonoda tucks up behind Logan Sargent. So 109.4, a couple of tenths quicker. Expect Sonoda to go purple and take the top spot here. Oh, he does by half a second. Ah, the power of the slipstream, ladies and gentlemen. But Antonelli isn't that far off, look. We'll go again with these tyres and then we can potentially put a new set on if we need to at the end of the session. And it looks like we're going to get some slipstreaming. That'll be nice. Oh, nearly contact between the two Red Bulls there. No, you bastard.
That's okay. Is the traffic there? More push when you're ready. More push.
God damn you, Nagel. So, no slipstreaming for us then. Nagel deliberately breaking our toe there. No improvement for Fuji in the first sector, but Joe has found a bit of time. Neither driver finding any improvement through the middle. I think we might need a new set of tyres now if we're going to go any quicker. Piastri crosses the line. Goes P4. Leclerc goes P2. And we are 6th and 7th. And I don't think we are comfortably safe.
At the moment, we are P6. Okay, Joe, you are in a good position for the moment.
We'll sneak our way out behind Teo Porchet. And in front of Antonelli.
If you can try to build up a bit of the works a bit more on tires.
Copy.
Question now is, can we hold this position, or are we going to get pulled over for a faster car? At the moment, looks like we'll be all right. So we just need to hope we don't hit traffic on the flying lap itself now. Oh no, there we do. We do get held over for a faster car. I didn't see Norris whizzing through there. Oh, this is uncomfortable.
Tires are getting there. Gap ahead is okay. And more push when you're ready, more push.
If Fuji has a bad lap here, it's going to affect Joe quite badly. Oh, come on! We'll abandon that lap. We'd have lost so much time in that first sector, it wasn't even worth trying to stick it out for the rest of the lap. But that will have ruined Antonelli's lap as well. Oh, now we get traffic at the hairpin. Can we find just a little bit, just a tenth or two, just to help secure Fuji through into the next session? No, is the answer. Russell getting a tow could be enough. It's not. Gasly, the next one to cross the line. No improvement for Gasly. Nagel finds 4/10, but not enough. So we're safe. Sainz cannot knock out his teammate. Sargent beats him by 4 thousandths of a second. So it'll be Sainz, Gasly, Norris, Iwasa, Nagel, and Russell eliminated at the end of Q2. Out we go for our first run at the end, for Q3. Top 10 shootout about to get underway, and Valtteri might be in a good position here.
Now focus on tires prep.
Yeah, copy.
Piastri's out early as well. Oh, that motion blurring is so bad. I really hope when I start playing the PC version that's something I can dial down a bit in the settings. Antonelli's just leaving the garage. That might be problematic.
Tires okay. Point is clear. When you are ready, more push, more push.
Okay, so he doesn't hold up Fuji. Will he hold up Zhou here? Yes. God damn it. If anything, that brought Valtteri a little bit closer to the back of us as well, which means Valtteri will be going faster than Zhou, I think, on this first run. Yeah, he just went purple in the middle. On a 9.4, it's not quick, but it's a hell of a lot quicker than Zhou. Bottas goes top with the 109.2. We need to run immediately again.
Try to push during the in lap.
Copy.
We might have just screwed over Sargent there, not sure. No, Sargent's going into the pits, so he was on his in lap, that's fine. We should just, and I do mean just, have enough time to bolt on a new set of softs and go again. It doesn't look like we're going to improve on this lap. I will cancel the lap and bring them in early. Joe's improved in the first sector. No real surprise there. That's where he lost all the time. A little bit of a slipstream there. Oh, come on! He blocked me. God damn it. It's not getting any joy in qualifying. So Joe's improved up to P5.
Okay, Joe, you are in a good position for the moment. Try to push a bit more into the lap, Joe.
Copy.
Works the brakes.
Copy.
At least both of my drivers are in peak confidence. So they're about as prepped as they can be. I've got them in slipstream potential positions here with brand new tyres. We're going to pull off a hell of a lap. This is the time to do it. Not sure if Fuji is close enough.
Tires okay at the moment. Track is clear.
Hasn't found any time in the first sector.
Push when you're ready.
Joe is close enough. But it was Fuji that I wanted to get a bit of a boost for. Sargent's got... not Sargent, sorry. Is that Sonoda or Stroll in front of me? It's Sonoda. Anything, he's a little bit closer to the back of Oscar than we are. Antonelli even. Antonelli goes up to P3. Sonoda goes P5. Fuji does not improve. But Joe has gone purple in the middle sector and he's got the perfect slipstream here on the back of Logan Sargent. Can we take pole position away from Théo Pourchaire here? We can! We had to be a little cheeky and get the slipstream to do it, but we have got our first pole position. Fantastic. And with it being potentially a very wet race, that could be vital. So it's Joe from Pourchaire on the front row. Piastri and Antonelli locking out row 2. Leclerc will start in 5th place with Tsunoda alongside him in 6th. Then it's Valtteri Bottas in 7th. Stroll is 8th. Hudo is down in 9th place. And Logan Sargent will round out the top 10.
"70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal."
Named after the legendary Canadian driver, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve has been host to plenty of first-time winners. Jean Alesi, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica and Daniel Ricciardo all got their maiden victories here.
With a flat-out section of over a kilometre in Sector 3, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is a track that asks, who dares brake last? And that means it's tough on tyres and brake temperatures the whole way round. The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
We'll start dry. All right, let's have a look. It'll start dry and then it'll go to wets for the rest of the Grand Prix by the look of it. Alright, we will not take any fuel out. We will go very aggressive off the line with the fuel and the tyres. And then we will look to dial the tyres back a bit. And try and make a late push towards the end of the dry tyres
really building here.
stint,
The fans
or
in
switching to
attendance
inters.
are absolutely buzzing with excitement. Understandably, there's a lot of people talking about Ferrari's driver.
They've done well to secure a P9 start and they'll be keen to convert that into some points.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Alright, Joe gets an electrically good start there. Comfortably ahead of Porsche into turn 1. And we've got a crash at the back of the grid.
Copy.
Lawson has hit somebody. Looks like he hit him again.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
He wasn't hit. He didn't do the hitting. He was the hittee. Stoffel just slamming into him there.
No tire management required.
So that is a penalty. Stoffel Van Dorn will have 5 seconds added to his stop. Tsunoda is in front of Leclerc. And we crossed the line having led the entirety of the first lap. This is where we will lose the lead though, now that DRS is active. Evening, Sam. He only became a viewer last stream. How many seasons in am I? We're in season 5. We had 4 seasons running Brabham, which became Brabham Cadillac last year before we then sold the team to Cadillac. They are now Cadillac outright, so that we could move to Ferrari and resurrect Ferrari, who finished 0 points and bottom of the standings last year. And so far it's going quite well.
Try to slow down a bit more now.
Copy.
And Antonelli forces his way around the outside of us there at turn 2.
Do your best. Piastri behind.
Need to stay in DRS range over the next couple of laps. Valtteri is dropping away from the back of Leclerc, which means Stroll's probably going to jump him on this long back straight, the casino straight. See Porsche going very defensively on the inside line there. Antonelli's sticking to the back of him like glue. But he'll get him this time. Antonelli moves up into the lead. We're down in 10th place with Fuji. Should hopefully get past Logan Sargent. But don't want to do it here. I want to do it on the back straight where I'll have the DRS and he won't.
Mode charge.
Oh, we got past Porsche. We almost got past Piastri as well. And here comes... not Piastri, so we almost got past Antonelli. Here comes Piastri. Trying to go around the outside of Porsche. Doesn't get the move done. Fuji has got in front of Logan Sargent, and now we need to quickly get him onto the back of Valtteri. There we go, we've made it just in time for the back straight here. We don't have any more DRS or any more battery available for Fuji. I'm very content to just sit in second place for now. Got to make sure I don't lose out in this first sector. It'll stay in the DRS now. Dropped out because we didn't have the battery we needed on the exit of the Wall of Champions. A drop out here as well, by the look of it.
More charge, more charge.
Right, I think we've made it back in. Yes, we have. And Norris has got a fault.
But there! Oh dear,
We know
that's
he's
not
got
what
a
they
new
need
engine
right
in the
now.
car, so that must be something else. Possibly his gearbox, I think, if memory serves.
More charge, more charge.
Get a screenshot for the thumbnail.
Our time.
Joe, keep focusing on our race. It's still longer and everything can happen.
Right, what's going on with the weather?
More charge.
Still could be a while.
Okay, more charge, more charge.
We'll make a move potentially on the inside. Nope, we got squeezed. Now Piastri has got himself up into P3. 6 car, breakaway at the front. Tsunoda and Leclerc just at the back of this train.
You need a mode charge, more charge.
And I am going to make a break for the fastest lap.
Overtake available.
Copy.
See if I can get it
You have to increase a bit more.
Copy.
before the tyres wear out too much and before the rain hits.
Yeah, copy.
If anything, I might give it to Antonelli here. Well, he's already got it. Maybe not. Maybe I'll give it to Piastri.
See you later.
You're doing a
I love the sass from Joe. Just don't think I've got enough speed in this car to break through. Fuji, though, has got a really good chance now to get a strong run. Stroll won't have the DRS. Fuji will. We don't get the fastest lap. Nor does Fuji got held up too much at the beginning of the lap. But can we try and pull away from Stroll and Co?
Mode charge, mode charge. Mode charge.
I've got a really nice advantage on tyre wear over Antonelli. Less so on Piastri, and Tsunoda obviously on those mediums is going to have plenty of grip as this race progresses. We're, according to this, 12 minutes away from switching over.
Mode attack, mode attack.
Impossible to overtake.
Do your best, Joe.
The good thing about the gap between our two drivers is that we can box them on the same lap without holding either of them up. Will not be the case for Cadillac. They will suffer.
Tsunoda behind.
It'll be a problem for Sauber as well.
Mode charge, mode charge.
Copy, man.
Mode charge.
Copy.
Maybe Stroll can push the pace a little bit for us, make sure that we start to close up on Leclerc. And Leclerc has a fault. Not sure when that actually occurred. I've only just noticed it. That must be his gearbox. As Piastri rockets through as well, Antonelli down 2 places. Coming out of the Wall of Champions there.
Okay, mode charge, mode charge.
DRS is the only thing that's keeping me at the front of the field at the moment. I think once the rain hits, we're probably in trouble pace-wise. I think Oscar will scamper away. Antonelli's looked pretty quick, despite having a weak engine today as well. Have another crack at the fastest lap with Fuji. Probably won't get it.
Use overtake. Try to close the gap now.
So, pit window opening up very soon. The rain is about to start. Won't be an immediate switch over onto the inters. Oh, it's going to be tight. I think Piastri may have got the DRS, not us. I really hope it's the other way around. Please tell me we got it. Nope, it was Piastri. Damn it. Well, we've got the slipstream, and we're burning battery, so we still might sneak the fastest lap hit.
We don't have enough speed.
Yeah, keep doing it.
It's going to be tight. 1:14.5. Oh, god damn it. Tsunoda got it by going a full second quicker, and we can't beat that.
Try to slow down a bit.
Copy.
Six minutes. It's about 4.5, 5 laps. Bottas with a fault now.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
Mode charge.
Rain has started.
Copy.
You can push more.
Gonna try my best.
Good job.
Try my best. Difficult.
Keep focus on our race. Tsunoda behind. More charge.
No, Yuki Tsunoda is going to take the fastest lap. Track's too wet now to beat that time.
Charge.
Porsche and Leclerc have dropped away.
Yeah, copy.
We've got a 4-car
Copy.
breakaway group at the front now.
Tsunoda.
And Yuki's into the pits. Yuki's gone a little early.
Yeah, just so you know, I'm trying my best.
Okay, do your best there.
And this is the lap to box.
You can box this lap.
Coming to the pit lane.
Mode race, okay.
Go pitting. Copy you.
So we're back out in second place behind Oscar
Mode
Piastri.
race, mode race.
Could have been worse than that for Antonelli. Oh no, bad stop. But we will just maintain position against Valtteri. So we're still in P7. Haven't lost any ground in terms of places, but we
Now,
have lost a
down to
little
the
bit of
pits. There's
track
been a
time.
hold up.
Let's see what that fault was. Left rear, I think. So everyone has stopped. And Tsunoda, who boxed early, has actually managed to get himself ahead of Antonelli. DRS has now switched off as well. So if we are going to get in front of Piastri and hold him back, we have to do it now before he gets too far ahead of us.
Overtake available.
I do not want to be in the dirty air. I want to be in front, cooking Oscar's tyres. Stroll has jumped me. Come on, get the move done. Needs to have the lead if I'm going to have any chance of getting our first win.
Tires, okay.
Now we have a yellow flag.
See you later.
You are doing a good job. Try to slow down.
See you later.
I'm not sure what the yellow flag was for. I think we ever actually saw a resolution to that. Alright, Joe, I need you to defend. So, let's have a look at what Oscar's tyre temps are. So his tyre temps are currently at 76 degrees at the start of this lap. Let's see what they are when we cross the line again. This is going to be a very, very tense 51 laps. We're going to be fighting like crazy to try and keep Oscar back all the way through. And the longer we can keep him back, the more we're going to cook his tyres. Ours will stay at a nice, cool, optimal temperature, and we should have the grip to then beat him on track. Because in terms of pace, we don't have the pace. And if he gets in front of us, we will have to immediately throw everything at getting back in front. So Piastri's tyres now 90 degrees.
Piastri behind you.
Ours are at 76. We are pushing the temperature up in those tyres, which will burn out their grip. And the quicker we can do that, the less grip we'll have in the corners, the easier it will be to defend, and it will become a vicious cycle. That he'll have to push the tyres, which will push the temperatures to keep close, which will overheat the tyres, which will destroy them, and it will just keep compounding and compounding. Our pace isn't going to be great. You can see we are being hunted down by Antonelli and Tsunoda. Being hunted down by everybody. Right now, we're lapping over a second slower than most of the field.
Overtake available.
But that doesn't matter. We need to be at the head of the train. Antonelli's tyres now at 96 degrees. Ours are still at a nice toasty 75. The longer they stay in the high temperatures, the better for us. Valtteri's fault has escalated.
I had no deployable constraints.
He's having battery issues.
Use overtake.
That's what I didn't want.
Can reduce the management. Tires are fine.
Let's try and get past Stroll.
More charge. More charge. And remind to protect the front.
Copy.
Keep a position.
Might have to force the issue with a driving clean arrow instruction here. No, we've got him. Just in time as well, because we're pretty much out of battery. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't take the position back. Come on, power out of the corner. Ah! Damn it. Right, let's do a bit of harvesting. Meanwhile, we are continuing to frustrate Oscar. His tyres still in the mid to high 90s. They dipped slightly because he got into clean air. Back in the dirty air again now. This is going to be the defensive drive of his life here for Joe. Got to keep this going for another 46 laps. Drop a like in the chat if you think I can do it. We are just backing up the field. We've got a top 6 again. This will have a knock-on effect on everybody behind us. And we have a yellow flag. Sainz running a little wide.
Right, so this was the 4th corner.
All on his own down in 19th place. A little bit of verge trimming there.
So focus on your face, and it will get them.
Come on, Joe. You can do this. Good lad.
More charge. Try to slow down a bit.
We're not having a massive impact on tyre wear for Oscar at the moment. Their tyre wear is really good, or their tyre cooling is really good. That's going to be helping them immensely at this point, but we're doing what we can. Oh man, he is... Oh, it's my fault. It's my fault. I left him in harvest. At least we didn't lose out to Antonelli as well.
That was looking fine. Tsunoda behind. No lift off anymore. We can try to catch up. Do your best, man.
The longer we stay behind, the more likely it is that Piastri will break away from us, which we won't be able to overcome. I have to get back in front. I have to do it quickly.
Try to cool the engine.
Ball for Lawson.
And as far as we can tell,
This is my last chance. And I'm out of battery, and I think that might be it. That might be my chances of winning this race gone.
Charge. Try to cool it down a bit more on your tires.
Copy.
We have a yellow flag. Is that Alex Albon? It is. Locking up at the hairpin.
Now let's take a look here at turn 10. Struggling with the car. Just unable to control the car by that point.
And Tsunoda's got in front of Antonelli. You can see I'm already a second and a half now behind Piastri. And those tyre temps of his will be starting to drop now. And Tsunoda gets me. God damn. Yeah, I think our valiant effort to try and win this race is gone already. And Oscar is gone. He's off and away. Look, 2 seconds clear. We're barely hanging on to Yuki. Yuki is pushing on. He's trying to get back onto Tsunoda. Now I have to be careful of Antonelli. But if I go into defensive mode, I will slow my pace down, and those two at the front will disappear completely.
Try mode attack.
Ah. Damn it. We're off the podium. 41 laps to go. How much further are we going to drop? I think Porsche and Leclerc will probably get us now at some point, but I don't think we'll drop any further than that. That'll be a disappointment, though. We had a chance, however briefly, to actually win this race. Antonelli holds us off. And here comes Mateo. Ah! Another place lost.
Difficult to go any quicker.
Joe, keep focusing on our race. It's still long and everything can happen.
He's not wrong. Anything can happen.
Lift off, remind you, lift off.
Copy.
I think I'm leaving myself open too much, making moves or trying to make moves that I can't pull off and leaving the door open for someone to sneak in. That's how Piastri, well, it's not how Piastri got, it's how Porsche got through. Porsche is now in front of Antonelli. And Charles is lurking.
Try to slow down a bit.
Copy.
Full overtake available.
See if I can get back in front of Kimi.
Margin to reduce a bit the management.
Yes, I can. That's got me back into peak.
Mode charge, mode charge. You can slow down a bit.
So much harder to rebuild the battery in the wet. So you're not braking as hard, so you're not generating as much energy. And if you go into harvest, there's no DRS for you to sort of coast behind someone and charge your battery that way. So you just leave yourself wide open to being overtaken on the exit of corners. An extra bit of confidence has been a bit of a shot in the arm for Zhou. Started to close back in on Porsche. Once we get close enough, we'll get that slipstream. Assuming Antonelli doesn't jump us. Antonelli jumps us.
Okay, do your best there. Car behind Leclerc.
We're still kind of in the hunt. Concentrate on trying to stay more on the racing line. Stay in the slipstream. Only pull out when we've got a really clear opportunity. Oh wow, our pace has dropped off. Is that because I changed or because they've pushed? Antonelli has pushed the pace a little bit. Porsche's kind of going with him. Oh, Leclerc's fault is escalated. That gearbox will be changed out at at the next Grand Prix, but is that going to put him in danger of not finishing this one? If he stays locked in the dirty air of us and that pushes his engine temps up, maybe. Oh, it's unlikely. It's more likely to break just from wear and tear on the curbs than overheating. I need to up my pace a little bit.
If you can push a bit more.
Yeah, pace has just dropped off completely. Wonder if it is because of that. I don't think it is, but maybe it does link in. Gap's up to 4.5 seconds now.
Yeah, copy.
Stop driving defensively. If we get overtaken, we get overtaken, but having to try and block the cars behind is costing us lap time that we can't afford to lose.
Okay, more push, more push.
Copy.
Press overtake.
Yep.
Another slow lap. We're reaching the peak of the water. Sort of 8-9 laps or so, and it'll start to go down. Whether that will help improve our pace or not, I don't know. It'll certainly improve the pace of everyone else. There we go. I had to push really hard to do that, but we have closed the gap a bit.
Okay, more charge, more charge.
Copy.
We've left Leclerc behind. And now that his gearbox is playing up, hopefully that will means we will leave him adrift.
Maximum cooling level.
Copy.
As Yuki moves into the lead. There you can just see us in the background. Don't really have much of an advantage, if any, on tyres over most of the cars.
You can slow down a bit more.
Copy.
We're losing ground again now that I'm cooling the tyres off. Not catching Stroll either. In fact, Iwasa's starting to pull us back. Just need to find that little bit more pace in the car. And we have got those new upgrades coming soon. Chassis, side pods, an underfloor is in the works. We should have a little bit more pace at Barcelona. This is what we want to see. We want to see this defensive driving in front of us because that slows down the pack. Gives us a chance to start closing in. Iwasa has got in front of us. Then we can ride his slipstream and harvest at the same time. Norris is closing in now. And Gasly. Max still not having a great afternoon. He has improved up to 13th place, having qualified, what, 18th? Real shock qualifying position for him there, considering that he got the win in Monaco. We are losing ground on the front runners again. Leclerc's starting to close up again. Tyres are cooled down again.
Joe, can you speed up a bit?
See if that helps. The snow is actually broken away at the front. I don't think it's a permanent breakaway. I think he will be caught again, but Try to put the hammer down. And all that bonus confidence we had with both of our drivers has completely bled away now. As Norris thinks about a look into turn one, thinks better of it. Track it still going up. We'll start to decrease a little bit soon. Let's see if we can get after Stroll now. Couldn't get the move done. That's frustrating. That was prime overtaking position there. Top the battery back up again and have another go in a moment. Norris's fault was escalated. That might be having spent time in our slipstream.
I lost drive or something.
Yeah, his gearbox down to orange now, 27%. Shows pace is still lacking. Leclerc's getting very close.
Overtake available.
Copy.
And there we go. Get the move done. Once again, back in front. Nice little confidence boost again. Let's see if we can break away. We've got enough battery to push for a lap and a half. I'll let Leclerc go for now. I want to build up Joe's battery a little bit more.
Okay, mode charge.
Copy.
I don't think Joe has a particularly good adaptability rating. I think that might be why our pace has been iffy whenever there's been a relatively quick change in water level. When it kept going up, that's when we started to struggle. Now it's coming down quite quickly, and we were struggling again.
Copy.
Mode charge. Mode charge.
Copy.
Giving everything I've got to try and get onto the slipstream of Stroll here. I've got nothing left to give. That's it. Not without burning the tyres up. Right, now we should hopefully start to eke our way back onto Charles Leclerc. We've lost complete touch with the front four. I don't think, unless something happens, I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to the podium tonight. But I would like to beat Leclerc if I can. That gap to Stroll going back up again. Just don't have anything left.
It's 2 seconds from you.
Don't have enough pace to catch him.
Keep focus on our race. No lift off.
Copy.
Keep focus on our race. Overtake available.
All right, we're in striking distance now. through we go. We're now 11 seconds away from the lead.
See you later.
Joe, you are doing a very good job.
And Iwasa's hauling us in again. Ugh. I don't even think I can get 7th place tonight with Fuji. Antonelli has scampered free at the beginning there. We are hitting traffic. That's why they've lapped Lawson, or Antonelli has lapped Lawson. There is Lawson. Just see Antonelli approaching the hairpin now.
More charge. More charge.
Oh, look at this.
Copy.
Iwasa's all over me again.
Try to slow down a bit.
Maybe I should have put more fuel in the car just so I could push it harder for longer. Temperatures were never really, in terms of engine temps, were never going to really be a factor. But tyre temps could have been. We are starting to pull the gap down on Yuki Tsunoda, but it's still a long way ahead. Leclerc is slipping back towards Stroll now.
In front there is Tsunoda. Next car behind will be Leclerc.
Another fault escalation, this time for Logan
It
Sargent.
certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
So that's Norris, Bottas and Sargent, all with orange faults along with Charles. So those parts will all be getting swapped out for the next Grand Prix. Oh yeah, Porsche definitely losing some time to Antonelli there, but he's through. He is pushing hard right now. All of the leaders are broken up. There's no train anymore. Getting a little spike of water, but it's going to start dropping again. At least according to our radar forecast. At some point I'm just going to have to say fuck it and push these tyres at full and hope that they don't fall apart. And do that with Fuji while his temps are low. Oh, and then Iwasa immediately gets in front. Come on, hold him off. Hold him off. Go. It's been a tough race. They can be a bit boring in some respects when they're like this. When there's no real chance of catching, and you're just kind of holding position, treading water, as it were. Almost literally in this case with the rain. But something could happen. Like, this race could change at the drop of a hat. We could get a yellow flag, turn into a VSC or a full safety car. We could get a red flag, something that would neutralize the gaps, bring us right back into contention. Allow us to get our batteries back to full.
Yeah, now priority one is the lift off.
Copy.
Science has a problem.
Water level is dropping again.
Push, Joe.
Sights now with an escalation.
I cannot push. Something is strange.
Or was that developed? No, that's just a new fault developing. Russell's picked up a fault as well. So we've got 3 cars on yellow issues now. Still, I can't shake Iwasa. He just will not leave us alone. Have to turn the tyre temps down now. As the track's drying up, they will overheat more readily. There's less water on the track to cool them down. Pace will increase. That will increase tyre temps as well. As we finally get onto the back of a car to lap, we lap Van Dorn. We got through without any delay, which is nice. That's Perez and Lawson in front of us. Now 11.5 seconds away from the actual lead of the Grand Prix, but it's been a pretty decent performance. We've left Leclerc for dead now. He's not getting anywhere near us now.
Copy.
That gearbox has got to the point where he's losing a lot of time now. Fuji is slowly starting to catch Stroll again. It's about to get wetter again, and I'm worried that a spike in water level might hurt Joe's pace, just as we're slowly actually starting to close in on cars. We're now just 5 seconds behind Tsunoda and Piastri. These two should get out of our way pretty quickly. Just got to get close enough. Right now they're giving us a slipstream. Gap's down to 4.5 seconds, and now they need to move out of our way. Or at least one of them does. There we go. And that's both of them. There are the two that we're chasing, Piastri and Tsunoda. 5 seconds up the road from us.
Try to cool down as much as possible.
Copy.
And Max has suddenly fought his way up. He's up to 9th place now. He's got in front of Iwasa. He's closing in on the back of Fuji. And I don't think we'll have the pace to hold him back if we're not careful. He's definitely pushing at the moment. And there he goes. And we slingshot our way back past him again. Just had to feather the throttle through that chicane exit there. We have the inside line at the hairpin and we're back in front, and we are now almost on Stroll. Might be able to get him into turn 1 here. And if we can get Stroll, we've got a chance of getting Leclerc, because he is really starting to struggle.
No lift off anymore.
Copy.
Come on, Fudo. Losing pace again as soon as I turn the settings down just to recharge. Jesus, we're 3 seconds behind again. Oh, yellow flag. Is this going to be something? No. That's just a little lock-up or running wide.
Let's
Yeah,
take a closer
Nagel.
look. Okay, so heading into turn 1 here. Oh, and the car locks up. And they ended up their own passenger.
Got all excited for a second. It's like, oh, a VSC or even better, a safety car. Something to close that gap right back up.
In front there is Tsunoda.
Oh man, look how much time I've lost. Stroll has pushed on. He's overtaken Leclerc, so there is still a chance for us to move up another place. It depends on how well Leclerc can stay with Stroll. But having taken the lead in the Drivers' Championship last night at Monaco, it's not being followed up with a strong race here tonight. Plagued with engine issues at Monaco, which is what allowed Max to get the win. Now he's being plagued with gearbox issues. That car will be back to its best at Barcelona on Monday. And having led quite a good chunk of the race, Yuki Tsunoda is... Oh, Stroll! Stroll has locked up. As Sainz gets an escalation on his issue.
Definitely not happy.
But a lock-up for Stroll at the hairpin. It's not going to show us the replay. But we just caught the tail end of it. And at this point we have nothing left to lose. Tyre-wise, we just have to push them as hard as we can now. Let's see if we can maybe, just maybe, squeeze an extra place for either of our drivers. It has been a fight back from Cadillac. They are a 1-3 at the moment. They are reasserting themselves. And Antonelli, let's not forget, still has an old engine in that car. It's Oscar who's running the brand new powertrain tonight. Took another 4/10 out of Yuki on that lap. Yeah, still around 5 seconds. And now I have to stop pushing the fuel. Stroll tries to go around the outside at the hairpin. Sorry, the chicane. Lucky he didn't end up in the wall. But he is going to get the move done on Charles Leclerc. Or is he? No, Leclerc's going to hold him off. Maybe. Side by side through turn 2. And he does finally get back in front. But that's allowed Fujiyi to close in. He's now just under a second and a half behind. Before Stroll drops me again and takes Leclerc with him, let's close in, get that slipstream. Should hopefully be easy to stay with Leclerc because Leclerc's going to have a weak acceleration with that damaged gearbox. Got the gap down to Tsunoda to 4.3 seconds. Leclerc is struggling to stay with Stroll. A little high. But it's acceptable. It took 7 tenths out of Tsunoda that lap.
Copy.
No lift off.
Copy.
And now we finally have a decent little bit of tyre advantage over a car. Stroll's at 58%.
Five laps to go.
Copy.
It's going to be a tight run thing with Tsunoda. I think we've got enough left in the car now to be able to get past Stroll.
Use overtake.
Yeah.
Before we run out of spare fuel, now's the time to push. Gap to Yuki is less than 2 seconds. We're about to make the move on Stroll.
Copy.
Oh, we got him anyway. Beautiful stuff. We are through. Right, into top up. Always defend, because we're not going any higher than that. Not making up 25 seconds to show. Come on, I'm so close to the back of Tsunoda.
Okay, Joe, you can move charge.
Copy.
Oh, Bottas. That's his
And
ERS
there,
failing,
that
I think.
certainly looks like a terminal failure. What a shame.
Yeah, I think his ERS just packed in completely. Yeah, it did. He'll be able to carry on, but he'll have no battery now.
Best, Joe there.
So he will now be probably caught and passed by Norris.
More charge, more charge.
Copy.
No overtake.
Yeah, copy.
3 laps to go.
Lost the ground when I run out of battery. Have to do all that hard work again. Yuki picked his pace up, I think, to try and go after Oscar. He did. going to need a fair bit of battery if I'm going to be able to defend against Stroll on the closing lap.
Don't forget the lift off.
Copy.
Two laps.
Copy.
2 laps to go and the gap's back down to 1.5 seconds. Just about keeping Stroll at bay.
Is 1.5 from you. Try to recover your previous rhythm that was looking fine. No lift off anymore.
Copy.
Now it's time for Fuji to sprint. I am within 1 second of Yuki.
Last lap.
Copy.
Barring something catastrophic now, Antonelli is going to win this Grand Prix ahead of Porsche. Piastri will finish third.
Do your best, man.
Can we take 4th place and can we hang on to 6th?
Overtake available.
Copy.
Yuki's using up the last of his battery and he's got a potential slipstream in front from that Mercedes. Lost some ground. That's it. It's over. I'm out of battery. So, can we hang on? Max gets past Leclerc. Leclerc drops down to 9th place.
They've done it! First place!
Kimi gets the win.
Just the perfect end to what has been a thrilling race.
Porsche's second, Piastri's third, Yuki takes 4th, Joe will have to settle for 5th. But Fuji, looking like he was going to be stuck in 8th for the longest time, is now going to hold on for 6th place.
Thank you.
And given the lack of DRS for the vast majority of this race, over 50 laps, I think that is a job well done to get 5th and 6th. We didn't have the pace to stay at the front without the DRS. But we did manage to move Fuji forward a little bit. Especially after a rocky start, saw him drop all the way down to 10th. Max has got Leclerc. Iwasa takes the final point. Gasly will be 3rd. Russell coming up to the line. He'll cross the line in 12th place. Then it's Norris in 13th. And Valtteri, with no ERS working anymore, will still finish in 14th place. Oh, if only we had a little bit more pace in our car, we could possibly have held on for that
That
one.
was a great performance from the Ferrari driver, wasn't it?
That really was such a strong performance, and they come away from today with a top 10 finish. Amazing, really, really good for the team.
And you'd love to see this. The whole team celebrating this magnificent result. As far as Ferrari are concerned, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling after that race?
No doubt they'll be pleased. Both drivers really delivered, and what's more, there were lots of positives to be taken away from the race.
And that's it for this weekend's F1 action here in Montreal.
Formula One will be back to Europe for the next round, on the shores of the Mediterranean, with some heated competition to look forward to in Spain.
Confirmation then of the final result. Kimi Antonelli moves up 3 places to take the win. Porsche will get second place, yet more strong points for Teo. Oscar takes a 3rd place, and that should put him back top of the drivers' table, especially given the disappointing race for Charles. Sonoda will get 4th place and the fastest lap bonus point as well for 13 points tonight. Joe takes 5th place. It did for a brief moment look like we might be able to hang on for the win, but once we lost the lead to Piastri, that was it. We just started getting picked off, and we did well, I think, to finish in 5th in the end. Well, I say that we would have done well to finish in 4th, but we'll take 5th. Fuji, excellent job from him, up 3 places to take 6th. Stroll up a place to take 7th. Max, great result for him, having qualified really badly, starting 18th, gets himself up into 8th place. 4 more points for him and Williams. Leclerc, disastrous race for him. This was a race where he could have been very, very quick, but that gearbox of his was his undoing. He dropped down 4 places and finished in 9th for just 2 points tonight, and he will surrender the lead in the Drivers' Championship as a result, I think. Iwasa, up 3 places, gets the final point for Sauber ahead of Gasly and George. Lando and Valtteri. Nagel takes 15th, the first of the lapped drivers, ahead of Ocon, Sargent, Albon, Perez, Sainz, Lawson, and Stoffel. In the Drivers' Championship then, there you can see it is a 7-point lead now for Oscar Piastri as a result of his 15 points against Charles 2. Kimi now just 10 points behind Leclerc, just 17 points behind his teammate after that win tonight. We're on 124 points. We've lost a little bit of ground to Kimi, but we have closed in on Charles, and lost a little bit of ground to Oscar tonight as well. But we're not out of them, still not out of it. We're only 37 points away, sorry, from the top. So, yeah, if the car can come good in the second half of the season, we might still be with a chance of winning the Drivers' Championship, which would be amazing. Fuji gets some solid points again. He's at 82 points now. Big points for Porsche. He is rapidly starting to haul in Fuji, and he is very much the form McLaren at the moment. He's now 20 points ahead of his teammate, and 2 places as well, with Yuki having moved up into 7th on 57 now, 3 ahead of Norris. Max drops down a place despite picking up some points. He's down into 9th thanks to Yuki's heroics today, but he's only 4 points behind Lando. And then it's Gasly in 10th. So decent for Williams so far. Then it's Lance Stroll with 27 points, Valtteri with 16, Iwasa on 13. Then in 14th, it's George Russell with just 4 points, 1 point for Sainz in 15th. And then the non-scorers, Logan Sargent with 0 points in 16th, ahead of Ocon, Albon, Perez, Nagel, Lawson, and Stoffel Van Dorn. Let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Cadillac with 40 points today, now starting to really assert their authority over the constructors' standings. They are now 99 points clear of us in second. We did outscore Red Bull quite convincingly, so we now have a 52-point gap over them. McLaren matching us with 18 points tonight, but they're back on 128, so they're quite a way behind us. 78 points behind. Then it's RB up one into 5th place, ahead of Williams. They're on 84. Williams on 77. 29 points for Sauber in 7th. Just the 4 points for Aston in 8th, ahead of Mercedes with a point in 9th. Then no points for Alpine, who are 10th, and Haas still bottom, also with no points. Let's see how we did in the pit stops. We know one of the stops was bad. The other one was not bad, 7th in the end. Alpine getting the quickest stop today. Oscar's stop, a bit of a return to form for the Cadillac pit crew. They are 2nd quickest today. Then it's Tsunoda in the RB who takes 3rd. Mercedes get 4th with Sargent. Williams get 5th with Verstappen. Red Bull get a car in the top 10 in 6th place with Leclerc's stop. Haas getting both cars into the top 10. So 6 points for them, matching us. And the last point goes to George. Once again, still no sign of McLaren. So Ferrari stay top. Only 6 points today. We were outscored by Alpine and Cadillac. They have both closed the gap a bit, but we're still 99 points clear ahead of Alpine at the top, and Cadillac a further 8 points back. So we have a 107-point gap over them. Haas are in 4th, and that's a little bit of a surprise, given how bad Haas started off in this career file. Their pit crew is starting to really find its feet. RB are in 5th place, just 4 points behind Haas. Then it's Aston with 80 points. Red Bull have just 50 points this year, only 10 more than Williams in 8th place. Then it's Sauber, 28 points for them, no points scored today. Mercedes have closed the gap to just 2 points now. They're on 26, and McLaren still rooted to the bottom, and their fastest pit stop is still nowhere near the rest of the grid. And you see that fault we had, a stuck wheel nut for Fuji. Luckily, he didn't lose a place. He managed to get out just in front of Valtteri. And a 2.0 for Zhou. A little slower than our usual times, but still a decent enough time and still good enough for some points. Both drivers easily achieved their sponsor target, which is nice. They also unfortunately hit their contract bonuses, so we lose a bit of cash from that, and it's 1.1 mil added to the bank balance. All right, we have 11 days to go until Barcelona. Let's quickly dive into the inbox. How do the cars get on? We lost an underfloor, we lost a suspension, and we lost a front wing. Can we easily replace those without any problems? I think we can. Might have to make another underfloor. We're fine on suspensions for now. Front wings, we've got plenty of spare front wings. That's not an issue at all. We're going to fit that new chassis to Zhou's car now. We'll have another one for Fuji at the next race. And we'll fit the side pod as well. So, nice little bit of an improvement there for Zhou. And we should have those improvements for Fuji going into the next race. Let's quickly check the calendar to make sure. Let's see. Yeah, there's the extra chassis. There's the extra side pod. We have 1.4 mil in the bank. I think we're going to need to make another underfloor. We don't have a spare anymore. We're still 11 days away, plus 8 days to build one. So we're nearly 3 weeks away from getting one new underfloor on the car. That underfloor is at medium risk. That one's brand new because we've just put it on the car. So we are going to need to make one more underfloor, just to make sure that we can get through okay while we're waiting for the new ones to be built. Because that one's only got 1, maybe 2 races left in it. And Barcelona is a track where you can damage your underfloor quite easily on the curbs, especially at the turns 7 and 8 chicane. All right, let's check in with the board. Board should be delighted. They are. Excellent stuff. Once again, we had a bit of debt cropping up. Again, I think that is driver bonuses coming into effect. I think we're close to our sponsor money. Yes, we're a week away from our sponsor money. So let's go ahead and advance time. There's something in the inbox that needs our attention. It's just letting us know about the low stock on underfloors, which we've already taken care of. June survey results from our staff. So Joe is in great mentality. Fudo is a little miffed at the moment about the car versus teammate car issue, but that will go away before the next race, so that's fine. It's good to see that our engineers are fully enthusiastic, no attitudes or no issues. Our technical chief and head of aero unhappy with our driver lineup. Ivorno is a little neutral on the low facility condition. That'll be our factory, but he's fine with everything else. And our rookies are all nice and happy as well. So happy days at Ferrari at the moment. That's excellent. Manufacturing complete. That'll be the side pod. Let's go to car parts and fit that now onto Fuji. And we've got just enough money to make another spare. Let's go to chassis. We've got a manufacturing project going through on that one already, so let's add an extra one onto that. There we go. That's going to almost wipe out my cash again, down to just $19,000. That is terrible, but it's a necessary purchase. What is the email? Oh, it was a sidepod email, wasn't it? Let's get some money from our sponsors and a little bit from the tour center as well. Easily achieved our sponsor targets. Lovely stuff. That's 3 mil there. And we had a race day appearance with a 1.6. Lovely stuff. The design center refurb is done. Even better. How you doing, JML? You've joined us just as we're about to finish, unfortunately. But the replay will be live on the channel very, very soon. So I have 4.7 mil. Now this is the dilemma, and this is where I'm going to end on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Do I replace Fudo Fuji with Gabriele Mini? Get an Italian driver in. Where are you, Mini? He is open to negotiation. He would be a little bit of a drop in a couple of areas. He'd be a little bit of a boost in a couple of areas, but he'd be an Italian driver. And he would be much cheaper, I think. How much is it going to cost me to break the contract and bring him in straight away? 4.5 million, which is pretty much what we've got, and that's without a signing bonus. So we could do it. Or we could finally get the factory refurb done. And that's only 2.8 mil. And have a little bit of money left over to maybe... Why is that on 6 engineers? It should be on 1. That bug's back. And maybe get an extra couple of parts going again. How long do we get a new ATR period? 7 days. I need to have a think about it. And so I will have a ponder over the weekend. And we will make that decision on Monday, I think. I might keep Fudo. I might replace him. I haven't made my mind up yet. But you'll have to tune in on Monday to find out which way we go with that. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, then drop a like. If you are not yet subscribed, then please consider subscribing as well. It's completely free, and make sure you hit that bell to be notified when the live streams start as well. I'll be back on Monday at the usual time of around 8 p.m. In the UK. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.